Ever pondered why Greece, despite its historical ties, didn't claim Constantinople after World War I? A question that may have crossed your mind while studying the complexities of post-war geopolitics. This intriguing query, steeped in history, politics, and cultural identity, is the fascinating topic we're unraveling today. So fasten your seatbelts as we delve into the turbulent era of the early 20th century. To answer this, we need to journey back to the beginning of the 20th century. Our story starts with Russia. At the dawn of the 20th century, Russia harbored ambitions of accessing the Mediterranean Sea. Constantinople, a city perched on the crossroads of Europe and Asia, was the key to making this dream a reality. The city's strategic location on the Bosphorus Strait was a gateway to the warm waters of the Mediterranean, a tantalizing prize for Russia's predominantly cold water ports. The Russo-Turkish War that took place in the late 19th century was in many ways a manifestation of this ambition. Russia emerged victorious and the Treaty of San Stefano was drawn up. This treaty would have allowed Russia to extend its influence into the Ottoman Empire, essentially granting it the access it sought. However, the rest of Europe was not so keen on this shift in power. The Congress of Berlin was convened in response, where the Treaty of San Stefano was revised significantly. The new agreement stripped Russia of its newly acquired privileges, denying it the much-coveted access to the Mediterranean. This was a pivotal moment in the history of the region. The decisions made in Berlin reverberated through the corridors of power across Europe and beyond. Now, Russia's dreams were dashed and the stage was set for further international tension. Fast forward to the end of World War I, the Treaty of Sèvres was signed. This treaty, named after the French town where it was negotiated, was a significant turning point in the history of the Middle East. It essentially carved up the Ottoman Empire among the victorious Allied powers, leading to the creation of several new nations. A key feature of this treaty was the establishment of an international zone. This zone was to encompass the strategic city of Constantinople, the heart of the Ottoman Empire. The Allies intended this city to be under their collective control, a sort of international buffer in a region fraught with tensions and ambitions. However, despite the grand designs of the Treaty of Sèvres, one nation was notably absent from the spoils of the Ottoman Empire: Greece. The Greeks had fought alongside the Allies, yet when the spoils were divided, they found themselves overlooked. And yet, despite the treaty, Greece was left out in the cold. Why was Greece excluded? Enter Mustafa Kemal, a charismatic Turkish leader. Greece, despite its aspirations and contributions during World War I, found itself on the losing end of the stick. The political climate was tumultuous, with Greece's leadership facing internal strife and international skepticism. Greece's claims to Constantinople were largely ignored, its dreams dashed by the harsh realities of international politics. But let's not forget another key player in this historical drama: Mustafa Kemal. A charismatic Turkish leader, Mustafa Kemal, later known as Atatürk, was a beacon of resistance against the Treaty of Sèvres, which sought to divide and weaken the Ottoman Empire. He rallied the Turkish people, uniting them against the perceived threat of foreign domination. His leadership was instrumental in fostering a sense of national pride and unity among the Turks, making them a formidable force to reckon with. This resistance led to the Greco-Turkish War, a brutal conflict that pitted Greek and Turkish nationalists against each other. The war was a pivotal moment in the history of both nations, shaping their futures and leaving a lasting impact on the region. The outcome of the war was a hard blow to Greece, further complicating their aspirations for Constantinople. The war also had a significant impact on the negotiations concerning Constantinople's fate. The international community was forced to reconsider its stance, taking into account the fierce resistance led by Kemal and the changing political landscape. The Greeks, despite their valiant efforts and aspirations, found themselves sidelined in the negotiations. The fallout from the Greco-Turkish War and the rise of Mustafa Kemal reshaped the political dynamics of the region. The Greeks' dreams of acquiring Constantinople were thwarted, not only by the international community but also by the fierce resistance of the Turkish nationalists led by Kemal. Kemal's resistance was a game-changer, leading to a shift in international politics. His charismatic leadership, coupled with the united front presented by the Turks, ensured that the dream of Greek Constantinople remained just that, a dream. The stage was set for the next chapter in the story, the British ultimatum and the Treaty of Lausanne. Britain, fearing a potential war, issued an ultimatum. The British government, witnessing the escalating tensions, decided to intervene. They demanded that the Greek forces withdraw from Anatolia, pressing the point that continued conflict would only lead to further devastation. This ultimatum, a stark turning point, pushed the situation towards a resolution. In the wake of this ultimatum, the Treaty of Lausanne came into being. This agreement, struck in 1923, replaced the earlier Treaty of Sèvres. The world powers recognized the staunch resistance of Mustafa Kemal's forces and the complexities of the East-West relations. The Treaty of Lausanne was a pivotal moment in the reshaping of the region. This new treaty, unlike its predecessor, was designed to establish peace and order. It acknowledged the sovereignty of the newly formed Turkish Republic over Anatolia and eastern Thrace, including the coveted city of Constantinople. This effectively dashed Greek hopes of acquiring the city, despite its historical and cultural significance to them. The treaty also set the borders of modern Turkey, carving out a nation from the remnants of the once vast Ottoman Empire. This critical juncture in history saw the final delineation of territories, the extinguishing of old claims, and the birth of the Turkey we know today. And so, despite its historical ties, Greece was denied Constantinople. The city, steeped in Greek history and culture, remained just out of reach, a testament to the brutal realities of power politics and the shifting sands of global alliances. Our journey ends here, but the repercussions of these events echo even today. The interplay of Russian aspirations, the Treaty of Sèvres, Greece's exclusion, Kemal's resistance, and the British ultimatum led to Constantinople's fate. It's a testament to how international politics can shape and reshape world maps. And that's the tale of Constantinople and Greece after World War I. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more intriguing historical narratives. Stay curious, keep asking questions, and keep exploring history.